There are some nights when it is kind of romantic out and there's a full moon, and she and I both just remember that first moment when we talked about our dreams and our ideas, and it was completely this. It was exactly this. It was how we imagined it. Lamar and I had the idea for Yemanja one night when we were in the Caribbean on the beach, and we started talking about all the things that were important to us and what we wanted to do.
And we had a moment with each other and with, the ocean.
Yemanja is the goddess of the ocean and the mother of all life all over the Caribbean. We'd think about her and talk about her.
And right then and there, it was, the idea and the name came up. I was like, I always wanted to have a hotel, and Pascale was like, I always wanted to have a restaurant. And then she was like, let's do it together.
And Yemanja was born. So when we were looking for a place to move and to set up our business, we wanted to be in the Caribbean. Bastimentos is a unique part of Panama. Culturally, it is more Caribbean than other parts of Panama. The town itself is colorful and vibrant. One of our early impressions was that there are a lot of kids, and we liked that energy. We felt like any place where kids are running around and free and happy is like a great place, and that means that there's people looking out for them, and that means that there's a strong family and community, and all those things are things we wanted to be around.
The people that live here remind me of my grandmother, and they remind me of, people that I know and that I feel connected to. We could have opened a hostel and a restaurant in New York. We could have really opened it anywhere, but it was very important for us to come back here to the Caribbean, where we're from, where our family's from, and where we feel like it's home.
I met Lamar working in a coffee shop in Brooklyn. Neither of us had ever done anything like this before and didn't know anything about raising tens of thousands of dollars. Getting Yemanja ready was like having a circus. We had like 7 friends staying with us and helping us get things ready, which meant that when we had 18 mattresses delivered by boat, we were the ones carrying them from across town off the dock and over here. And that took a lot more time and money than we thought it would. Before anyone knew we were here, we would go and greet people getting off of boats who are looking for a place to stay and tell them about ourselves and tell them about Yemanja.
Are you guys looking for a place to stay?
I think that it's really important, especially in a place like this, to think about what you can add instead of what you can take.
Some people come to the Caribbean and their idea is that they're going to live in a beautiful place and make money. But I think for us it was about coming to the Caribbean and learning about the island we're on, and also creating a very warm environment for people that are also visitors here.
De hoy en adelante será distinto. No habrá dolor ni duda en mi corazón.
One thing that was important to me is to create like a space where people from other places and people from here feel comfortable interacting.
Lamar is such a wonderful host and is always inviting people to come and to stay, and a lot of our guests come to stay a couple days and end up staying longer because they feel so at home here. And it's a really nice compliment, I think, to what we do in the kitchen, which is a bit more experimental, and people come and they feel at home upstairs and then they're trying all these new things downstairs. My goal for the restaurant was always to have it be kind of, not a museum, but like a site for learning about Caribbean food and culinary history. There's a lot of different foods that I love to go and get fresh because they taste better, and then there's some that I've learned about since moving here. So hot peppers and sweet peppers and culantro and yuca and a lot of the root vegetables are just so much better when I get them from our friend Alfonso's farm. We serve dishes that you don't find in restaurants here and that people on the island don't eat as often as they used to. So I've been lucky because there's a woman, Chile, who's cooking with me, and she's very excited about cooking a lot of those foods. An example of a food that we're serving that is a traditional food on Bastimentos is called rondon. It's fish served with very specific vegetables that are grown here and in a coconut broth.
You have the coconut touch. Your coconut milk is different.
She brings a lot of these recipes that she wants to kind of revive and continue to have be important, and the young people aren't so interested in making it anymore and that it might fade out.
If you want to live a decent and contented life.
My dream of Yemanja and what Yemanja is today, I would say that it's really, really close to what I envisioned. It's really, really close.
I'm just proud of how much I've done here and how I had an idea and really made it happen. And I think it's easy to doubt yourself. Coming here and making this happen and finally cooking food for people, I just really feel like strong and able, and I think the biggest change for me is just realizing how much I can accomplish.
Thank you.